actually is known that TikTok cracks down on people who are overselling within their business. In general, if someone says link in bio in a lot of their posts, that people's reach drops on a regular basis. So you want to focus, prioritize it on building community first, building trust, and to be known. Hello, lovelies. This mini-sode is going to be all about the leading and disrupting channel on social media right now. We're going to talk about TikTok. So of course, TikTok has changed the game, not only on the platform itself, but also how Instagram and Google function. I've talked about this a lot before, but in general, Instagram and Google have absolutely made big shifts to their platforms because of the popularity of TikTok and because of how valuable it is. I talk about the why of this in a previous minisode, all about SEO and why it is amazing and how it can be so beneficial for your content creation. But today I want to drop into the 6 keys of why it's now time for you to get on TikTok and how to thrive on that platform. So TikTok, first and foremost, is an informal, community-driven resource channel. People search TikTok for tips and tricks and how to do things more than any other platform. That's why it beat Google. So please know that the more value you can give in your TikTok videos with less frills is going to be something that goes over very well over here. So for my talk to camera lovers, my TTC who love to just share their knowledge in a very informal way, this channel is for you. So let's dive right in. First and foremost, you want to hook them in. There's a 3-second rule to all short form content. So if you want to hook in someone to watch your video to the end, you want to make sure those first 3 seconds are dynamic, that people know exactly what they're about to get into, and that they are encouraged to stick around. So the 3-second rule that many people talk about is how can you share what it's about very quickly and entice someone to keep watching. Also within that, keep your video short. While many platforms have up to 3 minutes on TikTok, you want to make sure that your videos stay in a 30 to 45 second realm in general. The shorter, the better, for the fact that you'll get that full on watch time. So when someone talks to me about their hooks, what I love to share within that is that you have 2 opportunities to hook people in on your TikToks and on your short form video. That is what you say in the first 3 seconds. And that is also what you put in your type, your in-video text type as well. So if you have 2 different headlines that you know will pull somebody in, use both of those when you're hooking them into watching your full video. Your second piece here is to keep it dynamic. So one thing, and I think that what's been interesting about how I've learned this, is that you want to pay attention to when you leave long breaths in a video, when you say or or any of those filler words. In general, that is going to just lose people's attention. So if you can either cut those out or make sure that the beginning of your video drops right into what you want to talk about, is going to be really helpful. Multi-cut video is important here. So even though I want to encourage you all to be informal, talk to camera, take some time to cut pieces out of the video that don't have that much information happening. You want to make sure that there is always something happening within the video. So if you can get rid of those spaces, it can be really helpful. The general rule is that you should have 2 to 3 seconds within each cut. So being able to drop some really good knowledge within 2 to 3 seconds and cut towards the next thing. So keeping that in mind. The next piece on TikTok, you want to research your top posts for your ideal client. So do a search on TikTok of the top performing posts under each of your content pillars. That is the best place to start. So whatever they're talking about in there, or whatever the headline hook topics there are, what is your brand spin on that topic? Create that content. How can you respond to what your ideal client is searching for? So researching on TikTok is a big deal, making sure that's a part of it. The fourth one here is to do a series. Create a series so that you can quickly become the expert in your space. By creating a series on a common challenge for your client, you want to break it up into like, 3 parts. So I've followed people when they're talking about SEO. I follow people when they're saying, here's how to optimize your profile. But being able to break apart a common problem into a 3, 5, I've even seen like a 100-part series. People go big. Will encourage someone to not only engage with that post because they're interested in it, but want to follow along for whatever you decide to share next. So the series is going to help you not only get more engagement, but more followers as well. Within that too, I think the biggest thing to call out here is that you do not want to depend on trends alone. So number 5, the key here is don't fall for only doing TikTok trends. You want to sprinkle them in as a way to just help you. So the dance and all the trends, that was something that really built TikTok, right? But as far as you as a brand, it's not going to help you move the needle when using TikTok now. So use them sparingly. My best recommendation here is to batch your branded, quality, SEO-driven content first, and then having that, you're going to have some flexibility from time to time to hop on a trend that makes sense. So you want your followers to see you as someone to follow, right? So that they are encouraged to engage with on a regular basis, not just someone who just does all the trends in their own way. So that's really important here. The last piece, the 6th key here is do not start selling. Do not sell too much on TikTok. It actually is known that TikTok cracks down on people who are overselling within their business. In general, if someone says link in bio in a lot of their posts, that people's reach drops on a regular basis. So you want to focus, prioritize it on building community first, building trust, and to be known. So this is your goal with what you're creating the content around. So instead, consider this to be your brand awareness platform. To consider this to be a place where you build trust. You will still get clients this way. You will still get people that go through and talk to you on Instagram through your bio. But the biggest thing here is that you do not want to be overselling. So those are your 6 keys. A quick little recap. Hook them in 3 seconds. Keep it dynamic. Research your top posts for your ideal client on TikTok. Do a series so that you can become that expert. Don't depend on trends alone. And then do not oversell. So let me know if you decide to jump into TikTok. I wanted to give these quick 6 tips, but if you decide that you want to do a deep dive, tell me, DM me, let me know that you would like me to do a full episode around how to get started on TikTok, but I wanted to make sure you listened in and jumped in now.